What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 2 battle for the UPBA. Last week, we faced off against a Reshiram, and as it's pretty clearly stated, we got smacked, okay? It's a fucking Reshiram. Of course we got smacked. We don't have an Uber on our team. But we're back, and this time around we're playing against Lucas. Just Lucas and his Hellblaze Volcaronas. If you guys want to skip the team builder, there is a timestamp on the screen and in the description, but let's go ahead and jump on into it. My opponent's team, very scary. He has an Uber. Surprise, surprise. It's a bad Uber, but it's still an Uber, and that Uber is Zamazenta Crowned, which I believe was the same points. I think actually Dracovish was more expensive. I could be wrong on that. Either way, this Pokemon gets a +1 boost in its defense, like a Pardon boost. Whenever it comes into the field, it's only on its physical defense, not its special defense, which is pretty important to note. Mew is basically an Uber, very good Pokemon here. Dracovish, super annoying. Thankfully, I have three water immunities. Awesome. Nihilego is there. I have a couple of really good answers to it, including Priority. Bulu is pretty scary. My poison type is Galar Weezing, which has a bad matchup, let's put it that way. And then we have the Snorlax that my opponent has, which is annoying for Pult. Regieleki, Speedy, but I have two ground types, which is nice, and both of them could actually come to this game. Mantine, I have no respect for Mantine at all. If it comes, fine, I have the answers for it, but again, no respect for it. Centiskorch actually could be kind of problematic because it gets Flash Fire for Victini, and then there's Sandaconda, which is just genuinely an annoying Pokemon and gets access to rocks. It's just it's a pain in the ass to deal with. That's really it. But yeah, let's go and jump into it. What do we bring? Starting off with our first mon, it is going to be our Maractus. Yes, Maractus is making its debut in week number 2. This is my answer to the Dracovish. I have a water-absorbing Maractus. No, not Heliolisk. No, not Quagsire. And those are really good answers to them. But Maractus gives me something that they don't, and that's going to be Spikes. I really want to use Spikes this week. I think it's so good because his team has access to, what, 1 immunity to Spikes? That's it, just 1. Mantine. Everything else is grounded. So if I can get some Spikes chip off on the Mew, off on the Zamazenta, I'll be in a really good position. That's kind of what I'm thinking about over here with this kind of set. The investment that we have is there to allow me to, number 1, take a speed boosting Nihilego's Sludge Wave. Reason for that is, again, Nihilego has to be like 169 in its attack stat, or special attack stat rather, at level 50, and that will allow him, if he's max speed timid, to outspeed. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. Anyways, the whole point I'm trying to say is we will take, if he's a speed boost in Nihilego, we will take the Sludge Wave. That is really it. We also happen to take a Jolly Band Dracovish's Outrage from full. We take any Adamant Zamazenta attack as well. And then Leaf Seed plus Spiky, Spiky Shield? Spiky Shield is the name. Allow me to get chip damage off on things that are not the Bulu. And against the Bulu, I'm getting recovery with the grassy terrain, and it can't really touch me too much, which is good to know, but I also have decent checks. I have quite a few decent checks on my roster to Tapu Bulu, but it kind of has to come because of my Mammal Swine, so feeling pretty confident it will be showing up for this game. But in general, it's a solid Pokemon here. Water immunity just basically does everything that I needed to. Very helpful for a matchup like this. Our next mon is going to be also making its debut. That's going to be Suntaran, our Machamp here with the Assault Vest, Close Combat, Darkest Lariat, Bullet Punch, and Poison Jab. I really want to have Knockoff, but just in case the Mew is like a Cosmic Power Mew, I want to have Darkest Lariat to be able to break through it, get through the, or ignore the status moves, which is going to be nice. Or not the status moves, the boosts. That's what I want to say. We are Guts, which is nice to be able to absorb some random Will-O-Wisps that come our way. If it's a Stallbreaker Mew with Will-O-Wisp, then fantastic. I'm in a great position against that thing. Other than that, it's a good switch into like Scald Burns. If the Centiskorch is trying to go for a Will-O-Wisp against me, I can actually take the hit, which is nice. But yeah, that's really the main thing. If it's like Toxic Spikes and Nihilego, even though I'm not bringing a Grounded Poison type this week, I should be able to get my boost, and then Guts Machamp goes absolutely in. The investment we have allows me to outspeed a 12-speed Centiskorch. That's really it. We take an Adamant Bulu's Horn Leech from full, and the AV is there mostly for Nihilego, and Lariat, like I said, was there to break through the Cosmic Power Mew. Bullet Punch is solid against the Nihilego, but also helps out a good bit against something like the Tapu Bulu, even though I do have Poison Jab for that thing. So yeah, that's going to be our Machamp. Our next mon is going to be making, again, another season debut, another one. Cyberman, the Scizor. As Shadow is here, she's been crawling at me all throughout this team builder, so we're going to have her on our lap for now. Scizor is really cool here. We're running Rocky Helmet, not the best item we could run, but I feel like with all the contact moves that my opponent has, whether it's going to be Horn Leech on Bulu or High Horsepower or Superpower even, Zamazenta has basically only contact moves. Snorlax, again, basically only contact moves. Centiskorch, if I get a prediction right and he doesn't go for a Fire Lash, he goes for like, I guess maybe a Leech Life or something, or a Knockoff, I can get some Rocky Helmet chip on it, which is nice. So that's really the main thing here. Knockoff gets rid of the boots on the Centiskorch. I'm not worried about Flame Body because it has to have Flash Fire to be able to break through my, or take the hits from my Victini. So that's really the main reason there. It also allows me to, number one, take 2 Timid Nihilego power jumps from full. We also take a +1 Zamazenta's close combat and adamant close combat. It's if it's running like Howl or something, because the thing doesn't get Swords Dance, which thank God, because it'd be so much scarier if it did. But still, getting a Howl boost on Pokemon that's that fat is not very good. We get U-turn momentum off on that thing, and that's really it. This Pokemon cannot touch that thing. That's why we have the Rocky Helmet to chip it down. Our next mon is going to be the Doctor, our Dragapult here with the boots this week. We're running boots because he has the potential for a couple of spikes with either T-spikes on Mew or Nihilego, spikes on Mew and rocks on the Nihilego, or I guess on Sandaconda and Mew as well. So that was kind of my thought process behind going with the boots this week. I want to be able to switch in often and not take any chip. The investment we have in our speed allows me to outspeed anything, well, the Zamazenta, creeping adamant Zamazenta. So that's really the main thing. It could be running max speed Jolly if that's the case. I don't expect it to. I really don't expect it to. And that'll outspeed me, or it'll have enough speed to maybe outspeed an adamant Dragapult. I just didn't really care too much, to be honest. Will-O-Wisp is there because I can go through the sub on the Zamazenta. I can go through the screens on the Regieleki, which is nice. Dragon Dart's really solid move here. It basically only doesn't touch the Tapu Bulu. It also doesn't help me as much against something like the Mew and the Zamazenta. But my goal against the Mew is to Shadow Ball that thing, and the Zamazenta I want to Will-O-Wisp that thing so it can't beat me too much. Obviously, it can go for a bunch of howls and then rest up on me and be a +1, but I have ways around that because my team is so strong against steel types. So yeah, moving on is going to be, oh, I forgot to mention, our investment also allows me to take an Adamant Behemoth Bash, or Play Rough from the Zamazenta. Our next mon is going to be Captain Jack, our Victini, again running Special. My opponent has a really good fire immunity. Special is just the better option in this situation, so I felt like having that around was going to be nice. Blue Flare, 94% accurate with the Victory Star, 94% accurate with the Victory Star, which is good, but has a 20% chance to burn. It also has a chance to just OHKO no investment Zamazenta from full after a spike. It basically guarantees it, which is nice. And that's really the main reason why I'm running it. Psyshock is there because I want to be able to hit the Nihilego for really good damage when it comes in. At the same time, it also does more damage to the Centiskorch because Centiskorch, I mean, it's more specially defensive than physically defensive. It also helps against an Assault Vest Snorlax. Meanwhile, Dazzling is there for the Dracovish, but also helps out with a thick, fat Snorlax that is cursing up. And then Encore is there specifically for a few reasons. Number one, helps me out a lot against, I guess, Mew if it's slower than me, which again, I anticipate it to be slower than me because I think it's going to creep Mamoswine, and I'm creeping anything creeping Mamoswine. So that is something. But it also is there for Snorlax going for like Sleep Talk or Rest or Curse or whatever. So that's really my main thought process with Encore this week. The investment also allows me to take basically any one hit from pretty much anything, except for like the Dracovish, of course. So that's pretty important to note. Our next mon is, and Dracovish and Nihilego. Our next mon is going to be Don't Blink, our Mamoswine with the Choice Scarf this week. I need some speed on this team outside of just my Dragapult, so high horsepower is there to get around terrain, Earthquake just for general big damage, Ice Shard for priority against the Nihilego, a couple other threats. Obviously, I'm Scarf, I could be running Icicle Crash. I just felt like having Ice Shard was going to be nice in case of the Nihilego being a speed boosting set. And if my Scissor's gone, of course. And then Knockoff as well is really nice for just general utility, getting rid of boots on things, really good. The investment we have allows me to outspeed the max speed Dracovish, and that is really going to be it. So that is going to be our team for this week's battle. Super nervous about it, but I'm hoping that we can actually get the job done. We don't want to start off 0-2, definitely not. It's just really not a good time. Comment cereal down below if you made it this far. Let me know what your favorite type of cereal is down below. Big fan of Cinnamon Toast Crunch myself, even though you know, I'm a grown man and I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is a children's cereal. But hey, it is what it is. I'm playing a children's game, so we're just here to have a good time. Let's do it, guys. It's time to battle. All right, everyone, we are back, and there's a fucking Mantine on my screen. Why? Oh, okay. Well, Zamazenta, Mew, Nihilego, Dracovish is here. Dracovish. Nope, that's in my item slot, which is not right. Dracovish. We have the Mew, Snorlax, and the Mantine. Okay, well, no Bulu is kind of cool. It makes it so that I guess Maractus is like not as useful now, but like what is he gonna lead with here? It's probably gonna be either Mew, Mantine, or Mew, Mantine, or Nihilego. I feel like a lead of Scizor is super solid. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I don't think he leads off with the Zamazenta, so I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with that, and we're gonna go from there. Scizor is my lead here, and we'll just play from here. Damn. Okay. Well, I'm a little surprised to see it, but hey, Lucas and I were in call just before this game started, and well, first of all, good luck, have fun to him. But we were just talking about like what mons we thought we could bring because we're having trouble connecting to LAN, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I expected like Quagsire and Heliolisk over the Maractus and the Machamp," and I was like, "Well, I didn't expect Mantine to come at all." I'm kind of surprised not to see the Tapu Bulu, to be honest. Then comes Fat Man, which is this thing here, which I'm okay with actually. This thing does get Fire Blast, or Fire Punch at least. I think it's Fire Blast as well, but my play here is pretty straightforward. I'm going to go for a knockoff. I want to get rid of this thing's item. If he goes into Zamazenta, that's fine. I click U-turn and I'm good. That's really all I can do. So we're going to see what happens. But I am a little... Okay, so we already get the free knockoff, which is good. And that's going to do some decent damage. Get rid of the Salt Vest. So it's going to be a counter. Okay, that's fine. Holy shit. Well, Rocky Helmet pops, which is nice. I'm going to click Roost here. And we're going to see what happens. If he goes for a Fire Punch, that would suck. I have a good amount of defense investment. And as much as I want to click... Okay, he switches out. That's fine. Into what? Into Berserker, which is this thing. Okay, so +1 defense boost. +1 defense boost. And we get rid of the Assault Vest on the Snorlax, which is beautiful. And the fact that it was Assault Vest is good to know. It means that Encore is not going to be super useful on my Victini outside of for the Mew, which is good. I'm going to go in straight U-turn here. And we'll see what happens. We're going to see a Crunch come out. Okay, that's fine with me. You're going to take some Chip. That's no damage at all. Beautiful. This thing has no way to recover itself outside of specifically Rest. Alright. Question now is, if I go... Okay, I'm going Dragapult, I think, is the play, and I click Will-O-Wisp, which is nice. I can go into Centauran to start breaking. I don't think Centauran's my play. I think Captain Jack is my play, so we're going to do that. We're going to do this. And I really want to go for a Blue Flare here, but it makes no sense to do that at all. My play here is going to be go for a Psyshock. My play here is go for a Psyshock. There's no way he stays on me. Okay, potential Scarf here with Fire Move. Switches out. And there's no Senate Scorch, by the way. That's huge for me. Okay, what comes in? Batman. In comes this thing. Alright, and this thing definitely has access to Earthquake or Bulldoze or something like that. We get the Psyshock off on this thing, which is nice. It's also thick. It's going to be thick fat for sure. And we get some big damage off on it. That should be enough to KO now. So we're going to go for the Psyshock here. That's some really big damage. We take this. And because another Psyshock. Can we get the KO? Yes, we can. Beautiful. I will definitely take it. That's huge. We've taken a little bit of damage on our Scizor here. We got a nice bit of chip damage off on the Zamazenta. We get rid of the Snorlax. Now we can freely click Shadow Ball against this team. And we have access to... I really wanted to run Hexa Sweep, but I didn't, and it kind of sucks. But hey, it is what it is. In comes Nero. Okay. I have one switch in. I have one switch in. It's Maractus. I have one switch in. It's Maractus. Holy shit. Not good. Fuck. I feel like he's going to go for a Dragon move here. I'm pretty confident he's going to go for another move. So I'm going to go into Cyberman here. I'm going to risk this for the biscuit. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. But in comes Scizor. I do take Adamant Banded Outrage with my Maractus. Or Jolly Band. Okay, we see a Leech Life come out. Nice. This is going to do nothing. Okay, 90 down to 72. 90 down to 72. So let's go Scizor against... what is that thing called? What is this thing called? Dracovish. Dracovish. Well, 50. So 90 down to 72 is 18 points of health. If I go Leech Life. If it's banned, it would have done more than that. It's definitely not banned. It's probably Scarf, to be honest. Yeah, it's a roll. It's a medium roll for Scarf. I can go for a Roost here. Is that the play though? I feel like my play is honestly click U-turn. I'm gonna click the U-turn. I feel he's gonna switch to Mantine here. So we're gonna go for the U-turn. We'll get some momentum, which is nice. Berserker comes in back into this, which is fine by me. Okay, he has no real good answer to my Victini anymore. He has obviously Mantine, but I could have an electric move. He doesn't know that. Okay. Get some good damage off on this. I can go into Mammal Swine. I don't think that's the right play, though. I kind of want to start getting at my hazards, but I need to keep this healthy so that the Dracovish can't clearly just go for any attack. I can go for a Will-O-Wisp, which would be nice here. I think that is kind of what I want to do here. I just want to get Will-O-Wisp up. And that's going to be solid against this team. Yeah, Will-O-Wisp in general is just super solid here. There is the potential for Play Rough. There's potential for, I guess, Moonblast as well as this thing gets. But I can go for a Will-O-Wisp. There's pretty freely a Mantine coming in here. But we're going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. I need to try and weaken this thing at least a little bit, which would be nice. This thing could definitely have Rest as well. The fact that it's Crunch, it can't have like Howl, Rest Hawk. anymore. It's gonna have like steel move, fighting move, crunch now. Maybe it's mono rest, or maybe it's 4 attacks, maybe it's just howl. We're gonna have the Will-O-Wisp also be connect on it as well, which is very nice. This is very nice against this thing. We should take any hit now from this, which is huge. We're gonna see a rest here, see a crunch. That's fine. 165, yuck, that's nothing. Eat it up, and that's the burn chip too. I can go for a Shadow Ball here, but I think my play is honestly gonna be click U-turn. If he decides to stay in, he stays in. If he decides to switch out, I get some momentum, and I can always go into my Scizor, chew it up. You see he stays in. Okay. Okay. We can go into the Scizor here. Is that what I want to do? I can go Maractus. I don't think he's going to be sub on this set. I'm going to go into Maractus here, right? Ooh, be tough. I think I can go into Captain Jack here, honestly. I think Captain Jack might be the play. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go Captain Jack here. If he goes for Crunch, so be it. I'm bulking enough to take the hits, which is good. And I can Blue Flare back. Crunch anyways. Yeah. 181 down to 127. So it's like a 4 KO basically. Okay. I can go for the Blue Flare here as well. Is that what I want to do though? Let's go for the Side Shock, I guess. And this thing is burned. It's not great. And if he goes into Mantine, I have answers to it, don't I? I have certain things I can do. I kind of want to just hard switch, to be honest, into Cyberman here. If Mantine comes in, then I can recover up on it. Let's just click the Blue Flare. He's going to crunch me again. So this connects. 94% chance we'll get rid of this Pokemon. We do connect. This will be gone. Beautiful. So we get rid of this thing, which is actually a really big threat. So I'm happy about that. My question now is, what does he go into? If I see Mew, I probably click Blue Flare again. Yeah, if I see Mew, I click Blue Flare again. And then if I outspeed, I click Encore. Oh, Mew is so scary for my team. So scary. Parasite, which is... Okay. This fucker. This fucker. Okay. Ooh. I have Centauran, which is good. And I have my Assault Vest. Take the hit. I take the hit. Not good news, but... Let me think. What is... How much time? I'm good on time. What do you have left? What is more valuable the rest of the way? Scizor or Machamp? I feel like it's Machamp, considering that Scizor is nice with U-turn. It's got Rocky Helmet as well, but I feel like it's less valuable. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to sack this off. Right? Yeah, we're going to sack this off by going for a Side Shock. Meteor Beam comes out. Will it connect? It has to actually hit. It's like 90% accurate. And I have missed many a Meteor Beam in my lifetime. All right. Here's the attack boost. Here's the Power Herb. And it connects. Okay. So goodbye, Victini. I do have my Machampion, though, which is nice. Because if I go to Machamp against a Nihilego, speed boost is speed. Okay. So we know that it's not fully invested in special attack. It needs to have, what? So it got at the very most 176 special attack. So we're going to go with this Machamp. Sludge Wave does at most 47 to 55. If I go to Dazzling Gleam, so it gets that. It is 62% at most. Close Combat will KO. So we're going to go into, come on now, Centauran. I could have gone to Scizor here, actually. Why didn't I do that? It's not a guaranteed to KO. That's why. That's why I didn't do it, because it's not a guaranteed to KO. I'm going to go for Close Combat here, and then the Bullet Punch. If it's somehow... No, it's going to die. It's going to die to Close Combat. What am I doing? Mammal Swine. It's not Mammal Swine. What am I doing again? Come on now, Machamp. 109 to 129 to no defense. He's going to switch out. Okay. Interesting. Sky high. In comes this fucker, the Mantine. I'm Assault Vest, which is good. I have my Scizor around. That's some good damage to this Pokemon. That's some good damage. Okay, against Mantine. Not leftovers, it's probably boots. So Mantine, we do the most damage with actually close combat, funnily enough. I'm at -1. How much is Air Slash doing to me? Air Slash at -1. About half. What's my switch-in? Do I have a switch-in? My switch-in does not exist. Goddamn. I think my play here is Poison Jab, to be honest. Try and get some poisons. On this, we should outspeed, as we do not. It goes for a Roost. Okay, that's fine with me. So we can get a nice Poison Jab off on this, doing about, again, a quarter. Maybe a little bit more. And if we get a Poison on it, that's huge for us. Good damage there. No poison. Switch. What does this thing have to run? Roost, Defog. Does it run Scald? It definitely runs Scald. I don't know if it runs Air Slash against me. If I go Rose, am I fucked? The fact this outsped me as well is not great. I have a good bit of speed on this. Oh, this thing will outspeed me. It always does. Space 70. Let's go to Maractus. Air Slash does under half to me, which is good, but like not great. I think I kind of risk it and go into the Maractus here. Probably on either another Roost, maybe an Air Slash, and I'm hoping it's not Air Slash. Scald, beautiful. Okay, we get that. Nice. We'll take it. We reset our Machamp's defenses as well. So now here I can go for a... do I go for a Leech Seed? Do I go for a Knockoff? What is my play here? I think my play here is going to be to go for a Leech Seed. Switches out. He doesn't have a way to touch this. Parasite comes in. Okay. So we get a nice Leech Seed off on this, which is good. We do connect as well. So that's good. Has decent HP, I believe. Is its HP decent? I think it is. Nihi, Lego Skill, like, yeah, it's 109 HP. That's good. That's good HP. Let's think about this. I think I go into Suntaran here. So we switch out first, which means he's staying in and attacking. It could be a Sludge Wave. Power Gem. That's fine. Resisted. 185 down to 161. Chew it up. Get some recovery back. And once again, a very free... This time it's going to be... What? This time it's going to be Darkest Lariat or Poison Jab. I think it's going to be Darkest Lariat, right? In case he stays in. In case he stays in, I gotta go for Darkest Lariat. So I'm going to do that. In case he stays in. Switches out. Probably into the Mantine again. Nero. Okay, so we get a nice bit of damage off on this thing here. Some good damage against this. So we can switch out. It's like right now, Water Move or not. I have health on Machamp, so I can afford to lose Cyberman here. So I'm actually going to Rose. I don't think he goes for a Leech Life. Water Move. Please go for Water Move. Go for Water Move. Let's go, Maractus! Let's go! Let's Spike. If Mew comes in, as long as it's not specifically sub, I think I'm fine. Sky high. Okay, in comes the Mantine. So we get a nice, spike up on this thing. We're gonna find out as well if it is Air Slash or not. We're gonna go for the Leech Seed here. I don't think it has Air Slash. It's Toxic though, and that sucks. Damn it. All right. It has Toxic though, which is not great. We do manage to connect our Leaf Seed, which is nice. Question is though, like, what comes in now? There's a Spike Up. Does he go for a Roost? He probably does go for a Roost in all honesty. if I see a Roost come out, like, Santarin is nice, but it doesn't help me out at all. I can go to the Doctor, which can have some really good utility and just get some recovery. I think the Doctor's the play here. I don't think he has Air Slash. So we switch out first. We are slower. So it means he's staying in. Do we see a Roost come out here? We see a Defog instead, which is fine. That kind of just basically like cements it for me that he has... No, it actually guarantees it. He doesn't have a way to touch my Maractus. He has Mono Scald. This is good though, because I have my Dragapult in, and if it's max defense, so I do believe it is, so we have a Mantine defensive, level 50 against my Dragapult. We do 38 to 47. It's like a roll here, but it's pretty good. I'm going to go for the Dragon Darts here. He's going to switch out into what? Okay, into this thing. So he's sacking off the Nihilego here, unless he's expecting a special move to come out, but this should die to a Dragon Darts. Yeah, it's dead. Beautiful. All right. Mew is scary. Mew is scary, okay? I feel like I have to go for Will-O-Wisp against it. Mew is so terrifying. Okay, no, in comes this instead. All right, it's this thing. I want to go Cyberman. Go Cyberman this time. Go for Leech Life. Go for Leech Life. Please. Please go for Leech Life. Give me a free fat U-turn. Outrage. Okay. That's fine. I think I should take this hit. 72 down to 33. Okay. It's going to take Helmet. It's locked in. Do I have anything to switch into here? I don't. I think my play that means is to go for a Bullet Punch since I die. Let's go for the Bullet Punch. This, I think, it's close. It might die to Helmet. Okay. Does it die to Helmet? It does not. Is it a 2-turn or 3-turn? It's a 2-turn. Okay. So he's fine to go now. Gotta go Mamo. It's like, do I click knockoff here? I think what I have to do is click Earthquake, unironically. And if he goes into the... Because look, here's my thought process. If he goes into the Mantine, I have switch-ins. If he goes into the Mew, that sucks. But I get damage off on it, and at least I don't probably weakness policy. So I think my play here is to click Earthquake. And he's going to know I'm Scarfed right now. Unless he decides to switch out. He stays in, so he gives me this. Mew! Oh, how I hate Mew. I'm so scared of Mew right now. This game is going so well, but it's a Mew. So what's gonna happen? Well, comes Sky High instead, which is good actually. That helps me. Helps me a good bit. I can switch out now. I can go into Rose. I can get a Leech Seed off, which is good. Right? Is that what I want to do here? I think that's my play. We're gonna go into this thing here, into Maractus, and click a Leech Seed. The only way you can touch me is with Toxic, and it's going to be tough to reset that. Then comes a Roost. I can go for a Leech Seed. I really thought that getting up web spikes was going to be a really big factor in this game, but it really hasn't. Just the fact that I have Leech Seed support, the fact that I have an immunity to the only attack move this thing would have is huge for me. But I'm super surprised to see the Mantine in general. Super surprised to see it. Let's go for a nice Leech Seed. It's going to switch out into the Mew. Okay. We do connect the Leech Seed as well. Like, what is this thing going to do to me? I don't know. I don't know what it's going to do to me. It clicks like Dragon Dance. If it clicks Dragon Dance, I probably lose still. So I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Oh, I'm so... Like, I hate dealing with Mew so much. I hate playing this because I just don't know. Unless I specifically see leftovers. Even then, it's like, what is it really gonna? I don't know. I can go into Mamo here. I can go into Santarin. I think Santarin is my play in case it's special. So we're gonna do that. I think I take as long as it's not like Psychic Fangs, which my team, it's like Psychic Fangs is decent against my team. Oh, fucking Swords Dance. The Swords Dance! Bro, stop it. It's not that serious. Lucas, stop, please. Okay, Machamp against Mew. 50. I still have speed, which is good. Probably has Flame Charge. Let's say Psychic Fangs is going to kill me. Psychic Fangs. Yeah, definitely going to kill me here. Flare Blitz. Triple Axle, maybe. Triple Axle doesn't kill me here. I have to go for the Darkest Lariat. Come on. Drain Punch. Oh! We eat this. I think we take the next one too because of that. If this thing is fucking weakness policy now, I'm gonna be so pissed. Please don't be weakness policy, Lucas. Please don't be weakness policy. It's not weakness policy. Please don't be weakness policy. Like, it's not weakness policy, right? It's not. It's not. It ain't. It ain't weakness policy. We're good. We're good. Okay. I outspeed still, which is great. Let's go for another Darkest Lariat here. Drain Punch again. Do we somehow take this hit? I don't think we do. Eat it up, Machamp! The low tier power is coming in clutch. Machamp, 6 points. Maractus, 1 point. And this should get the KO on this Mew now. Wow. Oh, thank God. Thank God. There we go. Down it goes. Ooh. Okay, my play now is to go into the Maractus and click Leech Seed against this, and then I burn it with, I guess, Dragapult, and then I click Dragon Darts as much times and I win. That's the play. Okay, switch out. Let's go into Rose. Wow. Oh man. Oh man, Maractus coming in clutch. I will take it so much. I will take it. No reason to sack off Machamp there. This thing can only hit me with Scald, and there you go. And Scald is water absorbed, so he actually can't do any damage to me outside of specifically poison, which is good to know. So I can go for a nice little Leech Seed. Let's go for the Leech Seed. Ooh. Defog, yep, best move he's got. And we connect Leech Seed as well. This Maractus. You're about to call me D-Ray, okay? I'm posting the best. Jeez, that was a really weird hat thing. I'm posting the best Maractus thumbnail on YouTube. That's it. That's it. Didn't even need knockoff. Switch out. We can go into the Doctor. If I get burnt, does that suck? It's not great, obviously. But, like, kind of got to do it. Let's do it here. He's also, by the way, this game is not over at all. He can definitely win this game still, somehow. It's going to be unlikely, but he has a chance still. There's another defog. We get some recovery back. I can go for a... I think what I want to do is just go for the Dragon Darts until he burns me with Scald. I think that has to be the play. Ooh. Basically back to full. We're going to go for the Dragon Darts here. So there it is. Big damage. It's big damage. That's definitely in range, even if he has Solid Burn. There's a Roost. So yeah, we're going to do more damage than that. So that's good. So Dragapult against Mantine, if it's like fully specially defensive, I believe, or fully defensive rather, and I'm burnt. Shadow Ball starts doing more. Oh, this... Maractus is the MVP. Maractus is the MVP. And Machamp, living the hit from the Mew, the fact that it was Swords Dance, not Dragon Dance, ooh. Could have been very scary. We're always going to do more. There's another Roost. As much as I really want to click Will-O-Wisp to kind of even add on to the clock, it just doesn't make sense at all. Not in the slightest. Because if he burns me on that one turn, then it makes it really hard. I'd specifically pressure stall it out of Roost, and it's unlikely to happen. I only have 1:46 left. He has 5:40 as well, so that could have been a win con. But we're going to go for another Dragon Darts here. And also, there's a chance for me to crit too. I think this will actually just get the KO, won't it? If it roosts here, it won't. It goes for Toxic. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a W. A nice 4-0 W after our, 1-0 loss, 2-0 loss last week, which I will definitely take. Getting the burn on the Zamazenta early was huge. Getting the KO on that in general was big. The Scizor versus the Maractus switch-ins were really big. The fact that it could never really do anything against me, it was great. I kind of wish I had Sucker Punch on my Dragon so I could have gone to that instead. And the fact that it was Swords Dance Mew instead of like Dragon Dance or something is huge for us as well. So I will definitely take the win here. Machamp proved its worth. Maractus proved its worth. This will be the one game Maractus comes all season, but damn, that is a Maractus thumbnail if I ever did see one. Good games to Lucas. I'm going to see if he's free to just quickly talk about it for like 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, just to see. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, then leave a like on the video. Also, if this is your first time watching the channel, hi, how's it going? My name is Matt. I play Pokemon, and I upload them to YouTube. I hope you guys enjoy the content, and if it's your first time, again, like I said, subscribe. It'd be really good to do that for both you and for me. But yeah, I also want to shout out our YouTube channel members. These people went the extra mile and supported the channel financially. So shout out to our 8 channel members. We have our level 1s, Liv, Eric, Zeke, and Michael Brown. Our level 2s, Crunch Gaming and Tone, and our level 3s, Jay Fuka and Sully. If you guys want to support the channel, you can do so there. Level 3s get access to a team building session once a month. Level 1s, shoutouts. Level 2s, team building sessions in the videos, at least on the videos. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all next time. All right, we are back. We did end up getting Lucas. GG Lucas. You said a couple things in the chat that I want to address as well. So first off, what was your Zamazenta set?
I'm gonna send you my pace right away.
Yeah, let me do
it was
too.
4 attack, Biomat Bash, Close Combat, Fire Fang, and Crunch.
Okay. So I was like, all right, he could definitely have Fire Fang, but I didn't expect you to run it because I was like, you know what, Fire Fang, as good as the move it is for Scizor specifically, I felt like you would need other options. Like Behemoth Bash, Close Combat, Crunch were mandatory in the matchup, but then I was like, you can go Howl or you can go Rest. I thought based on your playstyle, you would run one of those moves.
Mm-hmm. No, I actually went with the 4 attacks, and I was so shocked to stay in on it. I was for sure he's gonna hard Victini. He does not want to lose it because Victini theoretically hard walls Zamazenta if it wasn't for Crunch.
If it wasn't for Crunch, yeah, the Crunch is like the one thing, and I guess like other moves like that, but still, dark moves are not great. I will say though that the fact that I got the burn on Zamazenta was huge. I don't know if you were like saying, okay, he's gonna go for the burn. I just have to get damage off from the pult, or if that's all it was.
Yeah, that was all it was. The reasoning why the Zamazenta was there to break the Scizor.
Oh.
I just needed damage on the Scizor to sweep with Nihilego, because I never saw the Machamp coming in my mind.
I mean, I guess Victini is, or not Victini, but Mew as well.
Yeah, Mew as well. Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you were going to outspeed Dragon Ball. It's good to know with Sucker Punch. Because I was like, you know what? I had Papa very interesting too. I was like, you know what? He's going to go into Mew at any point in time. The reason I actually went for Earthquake and not Knockoff on the Mammoth, I'm like, okay, if he's like weakness policy Mew with Dragon Dance or Agility, I lose. It's over. So I'm just gonna go for Mamoswine and get an Earthquake off, and then go from there. So I'm glad that it worked out. But yeah, I was very like, Scizor is just here to get some chip, and the fact that I got chip on the Snorlax, great. You ran Heat Crash. You dick. I was like, he's gonna run Fire Punch, and I'll live the Fire Punch just fine. But no, your goddamn Heat Crash. Of course I'm not gonna live Heat Crash.
That's why I was so confused you stayed in on me. I was like, okay, he's just gonna U-turn out. I can get like damage on the Victini coming in or something with a counter. And you stayed in and knocked me off. I was like, what? Wait,
I mean,
that wasn't part of my plan.
I was like, my game plan is going to be to win with Pult. Like, Pult in the end game is going to be really strong. I need to get rid of Snorlax, or at least find out what kind of set you were. And the fact that either I found out you're Assault Vest, or I find out if you're going to be like pretty confidently Rest Talk, if you're running Leftovers, or if you're going to be having a Chesto Berry, then you're like 3 attacks Rest or something. It would give me a good idea going forward. But in general, like, this team was, outside the Swords Dance Mew, was, and I guess I didn't really expect the Mantine to come at all, and that's kind of why, because it, for Muslot Syndrome for sure, it was basically what I was expecting to come.
I mean, that's fair, but like, Mantine is my only hazard remover.
Besides
Regieleki, and Regieleki has had no chance to even show in this match.
I was gonna say, like, I was like, it is your only removal? I'm like, there's Regieleki, but look, well, I'll be honest, I was surprised not to see Centiskorch, but Thick Fat Assault Vest Snorlax definitely handles Victini, whether it's Assault Vest, or whether it's special or physical, so that's important to note. And that, I'm happy for Assault Vest Machamp as well. Thank God for Assault Vest Machamp.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been over probably.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Machamp, you had a lot of priority, yes, but I always lived the bullet punch from the scissor. I made sure of that. And I didn't live both bullet punches. But if you weren't a Soul Twister, I probably would have had good chances of killing you or swooping you there with me Lego.
I mean,
but that was why it was so important for me to remove the scissor, which I just didn't for no reason.
I literally said to myself, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sack off Victini here. What is more important the rest of the way? Scizor with the Rocky Helmet at like 80 HP, or Machamp with the Assault Vest? I'm like, Machamp, and Machamp is more important. Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with that, keep that healthy. And the fact that, again, your only real way to hit Machamp was with Scald, which could burn it and then pop its guts, or Toxkin, again, pop its guts was great. And then Maractus. Maractus was the MVP of this game. If I didn't have Maractus, it would have been really, really hard to break through Mantine, and it would have been annoying to break through Mew as well.
And that's true, that is true. But I'm kind of surprised you brought a knockoff on the Maractus when you were afraid of the weakness policy Mew.
At that point, I was like, you know what? If that's what's going to happen, so actually, let's put it this way: weakness policy Mew was not my main fear, and the reason why I want to run knockoff was mostly to get rid of. Let's say you were switching into the Nihil Lego, I'd get rid of your Power Herb. I'd get rid of the Assault Vest on Snorlax. I'd get rid of the boots on the Centiskorch so I can chip it down with the spikes. Like that was the main appeal for it, not the Mew. But the main thing was just like, I need to have a water immunity, and this one gives me access to spikes. I'll take it.
Okay, that's fair. I completely thought you would go a different attempt. That was...
You did say Quagsire before, and you did say Heliolisk as well.
Exactly, but the Quagsire was only there for the Summer Center, because Quagsire was the only mon that Summer Center couldn't 2-hit KO.
Really? Oh, it's true, yeah. I mean, like, that's the thing. Zamazenta is strong and everything, but I felt like as long as I did not think that early in the game, unless you were really, really aggressive with like Dracovish and got predictions right, then that you would be able to beat my offense. Like I could be able to Will-O-Wisp and burn it with Pult pretty easily. I don't even know if I outsped your... I definitely outsped your Zamazenta to your Adamant.
Yep.
And you see the tech, you see the Encore on Victini there. That tech, I was like, okay, this is either for one of two things. It's either going to be there for but Dragon Dance or Calm Mind or something Mew that's going for status moves. I can stop it from just sweeping me. Or it's there for Snorlax. I can lock into Sleep Talk. And I was really hoping that was going to be the case. I was going to get that off, but it just didn't end up mattering. And like Victini was there just for the Zamazenta to break that thing, so I'm happy about it. But it was a good game. Your team is scary.
It was, yes. And
the Mew, pairing the Mew with Zamazenta and with Dracovish, and even with Nihilego to an extent, they're all pretty like linear mons in terms of okay, they're going to be either X, Y, or Z, and you're pretty confident about that. And then Mew can be literally anything. You can get your opponents off guard if you make them think your weakness policy and you're not, and you're fucking Swords Dance with Sucker Punch, it could be game over.
That was exactly my thought, that I don't think you predict me to run like Sucker Punch on the Mew with a Dragon Ball. You come in, you're gonna click your Shadow Ball.
No, I was not expecting it at all. My play would have been, at that point, if you had died, if you had killed me, I would have probably gone into Mamo there, and at that point it's like, I have to go for what, knockoff? I haven't revealed, like, that's really all I can do. I go for Earthquake, and it's one of those two options, and that won't KO you because you're a fucking Mew with 128 defense EVs. It would have been really, really tough at that point to be able to get the job done, unless I specifically had Maractus around to spiky shield you on the right turn.
That's true. I need to say, I did fuck up on the Mew. I should have just leaf bladed you there.
The second
kill
turn?
You?
Yeah.
Yeah, the second turn. It was a really hard roll to kill you or not to kill you. It was like a 50-50, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
It definitely was a better play to go for Leaf Blade for the damage, but I understand why you wanted the HP, because at that point, like, you were, I think, what, at like 35% maybe?
Yeah.
So like if I go for Will-O-Wisp,
just short of triggering the Papa Berry.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Look, if I go for Will-O-Wisp on your Mew, at that point it's like, okay, you have to get to +4 now to be able to KO me with Sucker Punch. So like Shadow Ball is still going to do big damage, but it makes the end game a lot harder against Mantine, because Mantine, that was a pain in the ass to break.
Yeah, I figured it was like kind of problematic for you to beat, but that kind of was there. I thought it had its place. You said it was kind of bad in its matchup. I was like, it actually has a quite good place here.
Well, the fact that it got defog was a big deal, because if you had to deal with the spike up for majority of the game, that would have been bad. And the fact that it was a ground immunity as well, or at least wasn't, Bulu, it would have helped you out a lot, I think, too. So it's good that you ended up bringing it. It just shows why Mantine, it's so passive at times, where like you need to run Toxic for extra chip, and then like I assume Toxic was there for the Quagsire, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to run Toxic because this set won't beat a Quagsire with Water Absorb and Recover. So you have to run the Toxic for that. So that's why you can't run Air Slash. You didn't respect the Maractus, and Maractus ended up putting in work.
I didn't respect the Maractus. That's to put it in words. Yeah.
That's all it is.
I just figured both other two. I mean, yeah, the spikes were in the mocks. The Maractus came, and in the mocks it just died to the Summer Center. Both times it came. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, mine was more so like, okay, I have enough investment to take Sludge Wave from your exact EVs for Nihilego. So like he's gonna run speed boosting, so I have enough to take 176 special attack Sludge Wave. But you didn't even have it. You're just running Power Gem, so like I'll take it, but I guess you just didn't respect it on this thing as well because I think +1 Power Gem wouldn't have KO'd.
Depending on your investment, I need to say.
I had 180 special defense.
Yeah, no, not in that much special defense. I just had to check for that. No, but then like, if it lives the hit, what is it really gonna do to me? It puts up Leech Seed on me, yes.
Leech Seed,
I know I have
shield
pretty high. I know I have a pretty high special HP stat, so you're gonna drain some life of me. But every time you stay in there, click Leech Seed and click Spike Shield, it gives me basically a free Meteor Beam if I predict it correctly.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I mean, at that point, it's like I have to get the right. If I get like the 50-50 with Spiky Shield, then I'm set. But then it's like you're at +2 after that. And yeah, Machamp is great, but you have Dazzling, I think, right? Which like you're gonna be able to do big damage. I think Dazzling was like 66% to my Machamp at +1.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's a 2 KO at +2. You're gonna basically get the KO on me if I have any chip. So I have to hope that I have both my Machamp and my Scizor around. And the reason why I didn't go hard into Scizor is because I'm like, okay, on the off chance he's like spikes or something, or it's not spikes, but rocks or something like that, I want to have it in the back just to be safe for the Bullet Punch. But yeah, no. At the end of the day, your team is so fucking scary, man. There's so many things that you have to prep for that didn't even come, and that's like saying something because Regieleki I find to be really bad, but in a matchup which doesn't have to deal with 2 ground types, it can be really scary.
Yeah, like normally my thing when I drop Regieleki quite often, and when I face off against Mamoswine, it's normally gonna be, I'm gonna tell you that right away, it's gonna be exploding on you.
Yeah.
That's one. It's gonna remove the Mamoswine in one way or another.
Well, considering your team had a decent chance against Mamoswine, I think that it's a good play, but like you want to keep Regieleki around as well for like speed control.
Yeah, and the only reason I didn't brought it was because of the Quagsire actually, because I was sure it would come. Because I cannot kill the Quagsire with any normal move arrangement that Regieleki gets.
Yeah. Okay, well it's good to know. Next time I'll bring Quagsire. And that way I'll have my answer to Dracovish and my answer to non-grass on Nihilego and I guess Zamazenta all in one, but I'll be offensive Quagsire, okay? Just curse Quagsire.
Sounds good.
All right, well everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed this little discussion and battle. Make sure you go check out Lucas's link is down in the description below. Lucas, anything you want to shout out or say before you hop off?
Thanks for having me. Thanks for the nice battle, and hope you guys have an amazing day or night or whenever this goes up. I don't know.
Exactly what Lucas says, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.